All right, y'all, what it freaking do, y'all? Your boy is back on the grind one more time. Your boy is back at it again, you guys. And you can see I'm in my little makeshift storage area back here. And we're looking at the K5. All right, so this has been, I don't want to even say it's been long, but it's been a little bit of a process, but it hasn't been too bad. Actually, major shout out to State Farm, you guys. If you guys didn't know, State Farm does offer a classic, they call it classic antique coverage on older classic vehicles. It has been such a smooth process with them, with the exception of the first guy. He was kind of lost. He really didn't know how to deal with a claim in regards to, you know, these older vehicles, but which is, I don't want to say it's weird, but at the same time, if you offer a coverage, you definitely should make sure that your people are well versed in dealing with these types of vehicles anyway. But you know, nonetheless, it could have just been him. He was just kind of really flustered and whatever. But going to the second person who actually came to look at the car, he was awesome. And the third person that I talked to, the third person, she was great too. So anyways, you guys, I don't want to kind of harp on this subject for too long, but to make a long story short, the guy referred me to the second guy who was the actual guy to come out and look at it. Good conversation with him. He had knew a little bit about the vehicle, or at least did his research beforehand. So he knew that these vehicles were worth, you know, some money, in, you know, condition such as this one. So anyways, he looked at it and he was like, man, the way that State Farm would probably want to fix it, they would want to replace the firewall just because of the fire, just for safety issues and things like that. All the aftermarket parts and such, and it just, the list kept going on and on and on. So he's like, you know, just the firewall alone, you're looking at about $200 an hour, taking it to a shop to replace that. It's going to take some time to replace it. So just that alone would add up. Then you count in all the aftermarket parts and things like that. It's probably going to add up. He's like, so I'm not saying that it's a total loss, but it's going to be, you know, up there as far as repairs go. So, but let me do some research. This is what he's saying. Let me do some research to kind of see how it prices out, what it's like, and then, you know, we'll kind of just go from there. So anyways, a day went by. At that point, he came and looked at it on a Thursday. I knew that he's going to probably need it today, so Friday, and I knew I probably wouldn't hear anything from the weekend. So come Monday, I was like, well, if I don't hear anything, I'll try to touch base on Monday. Well, I call and try to leave him a message. Actually, the guy referred me to another agent in Arizona who was my final person that I talked to. I shot her a message and then she messaged me back. And so I was actually with a client at the time. So I saw that she was calling. I couldn't answer it. She left a voicemail. So I looked at the voicemail because it shows text of what she says. And check this out, you guys. First sentence, it says, "Hi, this is such and such from State Farm total loss department." And I was like, oh man, I knew it was going that way, but you know, when it finally is confirmed, you're just like, you know, because I don't know, you guys, if you guys follow this build, I did a lot of freaking work on this truck, man. I mean, you know, aesthetic wise, looks wise, I didn't do a whole lot other than change the rims and things like that. But you know, interior was already pretty much done. I pretty much just fixed up all the stuff that the previous owner just didn't get to finish and more. So everything that you couldn't see, like the engine bay all underneath the car, I mean, it had issues everywhere. It was dirty, it was nasty, stuff was put on kind of half-ass. I mean, it just wasn't nice at all, you guys. So anyways, fast forward, you know, till I get it running. It's nice, it's running good, it starts fine. It's actually a nice vehicle to drive. And I'm gonna go ahead and set my hand down, you guys, because my arm's getting tired. Beginning that day of the fire where I started it and just let it run, and then it caught fire, and then, you know, that's that. So that's where we're at now. So yes, they did total it out. They did total it out, but you will not believe this, you guys. I mean, I couldn't believe it when I heard it, and it was just literally insane. So the options were in the total loss that they total it out. I basically let go of the vehicle, they keep it, and then they just give me the full amount for it. Now, with that being said, I had an agreed value on the vehicle, or I think State Farm calls it an estimated agreed value, but or could be agreed value, either one of them. So anyways, since I had an agreed value on it, they honored it because their value actually came back lower, but they honored it and then paid me out for it. So that was great. And I'm not gonna sit here and list the figures of that, but let's just say it's a nice 5-figure number. Let's just say that it is a nice 5-figure number. So we got some money to kind of play with, me and the wife. Now we're gonna talk about what we're gonna do with the money. This all came at, it's never a good time in regards to like having a car being a total loss. But at the same time, you guys, I mean, the man upstairs timing is always right, always right. And, we could use a little bit of a financial bump, especially with our business. I mean, business has been good. It's trending up in the right direction, but, we also need some help as far as to get some things going. So, in order to make money, you do have to spend some money. And we just don't have a lot of extra money in the business to do that right now. So this will allow us to kind of get a jump start on that. So we're going to use some of the money for the business. We're going to use some of the money just for bills. And then we're also going to use some of the money for each of us. So like I get a little bit of play money. She gets a little bit of play money for herself, because we don't typically take out checks from the business. So we don't pay ourselves. Well, we do pay ourselves, but that is to pay for like our house and things like that. But we don't pay ourselves extra money for ourselves. So whatever money we get paid goes right back into the house, our living expenses, our baby, things like that. So this money comes at a certain time. So I'm very, very, very appreciative. But that also goes to show you too that these vehicles can be an asset for you in order to kind of help you just in case you need to sell a car or something worst case like this happens, it ends up working out. So with that being said, yes, the settlement was pretty good. And as you can see, I still have the vehicle. This is what you will not believe. So we get on the phone and she had to wait a couple days because she had to submit this claim to a salvage company or whatever that they usually deal with that buys back their vehicle. So I didn't know anything about this because I've never had a car be totaled before. So I asked her, so what's the process on this, especially with an older car? She goes, well, you can expect about 20 to 30%. And we just take it out of your settlement and then you can buy the vehicle back and then we just give you the rest of the money. So I was like, okay, cool. So I was already anticipating that maybe, 2,000, 3,000 up to 5,000, 7,000, maybe. So you will not believe what I ended up buying this vehicle back for. Man. If I was in your guys' presence, I would let you sit on it and guess, and just guess and just throw out guesses, because you will never guess how much. Matter of fact, get in the comments right now and leave a comment right now to let me know what you think I bought this vehicle back for. What do you think right now? And then I'll just wait a second and let you guys leave that comment. So leave a comment right now. Let me know what you think I bought this vehicle back for. So I will actually show you the vehicle first, then I'll tell you what I bought it back for. As you can see, the vehicle is pretty much intact. I mean, nothing happened back here from pretty much here back. So there was no fire damage there. The inside is totally nice. Now I haven't looked under the dash, but I'm assuming the dash looks the same. I actually have, or the back of the firewall, I actually have that all dynamited and everything. So it doesn't have what do they call it? The firewall insulation. I don't have that. I just have Dynamat all over it. So I'm assuming it looks the same. The whole inside, it's perfect, you guys. It's perfect. Now we go over here. This is where you can kind of see some of the smoke. I'm not sure if this is damaged yet because flames were coming, as you guys can see here. So I'm not sure if this is damaged, but as you can see, little paint bubbling here, some paint bubbling here. It's not terrible. So all in all, it's actually not bad condition. Open the hood up. And I have a video on this, you guys, but so you guys can kind of see more in the sun. It wasn't sunny last time, but not real bad, you guys. Not real bad at all. Obviously, the fire was somewhere in here. I'll take a look at some of these control arms and such. I'm just hoping a lot of these bushings, these rubber bushings or polyurethane bushings, aren't damaged. Same with like that shock right there. It took me a while to get those shocks, so hopefully I don't have to buy another one. So my plan is with this as you guys can kind of see, the damage is mainly just wiring and hoses. Everything else I could pretty much clean up. So I might even end up replacing the distributor anyway, and probably get a new carb or try to rebuild that myself, which I have rebuilt a carb like that before. So but my thought process in regards to this is just get it back running. Don't worry about cleaning it up, just get it back running and just kind of go from there. I mean, I can fix up all the cosmetic stuff later, but I really don't want a project in the summer, you guys. This summer, at least. I just want to enjoy and ride, be with my family, not worry about having a project. So as soon as I get the Chevelle done, I'm going to attack this, clean up all the wiring, which it looks like it's just, you know, the battery wire, the power wire that goes to the harness, and I think that's really all for wiring. Maybe a couple grounds, and this wire actually got burnt up too. That goes to the coolant, that green wire there, if you guys can see, that goes to the coolant temp sensor for the odometer dash. So other than that, I mean, really it's not bad. Just really just smoke damage and a little bit of heat. But as you guys know, I mean, you got a steel frame, you got a little steel firewall, and most of the fire again was kind of sitting back here. But even with that being said, I mean, look at that. It's not terrible. So all in all, I think we're gonna be good, you guys. I think we're gonna be good. I think somebody was watching out for us, and I am really thankful and glad that it looks like this. It kind of looks a little bit worse than what it is, but at the same time, it doesn't look bad at all. All right, you guys. So did you guys leave a comment? Okay, if you didn't, do it right now. If not, oh well, because I'm gonna tell you. I bought this vehicle back. You ready? Man, I can't believe this. I bought this vehicle back for $25. No joke, y'all. No cap, nothing at all. $25. I'm like, damn, y'all could have just gave it to me for free. But yes, $25, you guys. I bought this vehicle back. It was funny because I was like, really? And she was like, yeah. I actually had to ask him twice myself. I've never seen anything like this in all of my claims. And so I don't know where that came from. I don't know the thought process behind that. I didn't even want to ask any questions. As soon as she told me that, I was like, you know what? I don't even have to ask my wife about this. I'm taking the vehicle back. So anyways, we got the vehicle back, and for $25, it stays right where it's at. Honestly, I was prepared to let it go. Not because I wanted to let it go, just because I thought they were going to come back at like $7,000, $8,000. Even with that, I still could have bought it back, but just because of what we wanted to do with the money and just things like that, you guys, it just didn't make sense for us, and I didn't want another project. I just didn't want to. So I was actually kind of prepared for them to come out high with the number and then just letting the vehicle go. But in our favor, the number was great, and we got the vehicle back. Now they said too, the reason why I say I was prepared, because they said I could keep the rims, I could keep any aftermarket stuff that I had on it. I just had to replace it with whatever was on the vehicle before. So, and I have like old wheels and tires, and I have the old dash and things like that. So I was gonna just throw all that stuff back in and just let everything else go. But anyways, y'all, yeah, $25, it remains here, and we are good to go, you guys. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of fill you guys in on that, give you a look at the vehicle, and just, you know, give me your thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think. Should I have kept it for $25? Should I have just let it go? Man, it really does make us both happy. I know she doesn't really want me working on it this summer. My thought was just to put it away and just not even do anything with it. But taking a closer look at it, actually I haven't even dove into the vehicle yet, but just by looking at it, it really does not look that bad. So like I said, I'll probably just replace a lot of the wiring. Good thing it was on the passenger side, because since all the wiring for the bulkhead and the harness is on this side, that would have been a little bit more of a mess and a little bit more of a chore. But since it was on that side, I have less wiring to deal with. So I'll go ahead and replace a lot of the wiring and some of the electrical, and just see if this thing will just start up. And I also will address some of the fueling and the routing of the fuel, because I think there was a gas leak somewhere within the fueling in it, and it probably had to do somewhere on that side where the fire was. So that's just my thought process. So that's what makes me want to just kind of change the carburetor and just get a whole new one, or rebuild this one. We'll see, you guys. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I got to go ahead and get inside here, and hopefully I can do some stuff to the Chevelle real quick before my son wakes up, and then go from there. So if you're new to the channel, you guys, definitely think about subscribing. Now hit that notification bell, all that good stuff, y'all. Mr. Griffin 23 in the building. Man, looks like I still got my project here, my baby's project. Actually, I say mine just because I continue to work on the vehicle. She hasn't really expressed a whole lot of interest on it. My wife, if you guys didn't know, this is my wife's K5, but in her defense, we found out we were pregnant with our son shortly after I bought her this. And so our focus and her focus really shifted to that and the pregnancy and all that stuff. So she really hasn't had a chance to enjoy it. So I'm glad that we kept it. You know, I have a lot of options now. I can actually, you know, get it running, sell it as is, fix it up, or sell it, or just keep it and redo the whole dang thing and just go in on it. I do have some ideas in regards to that too, if we do go that route, if we do a full-on restoration on it. So, but that'll be over time, over several years, and it could be something that I could do with my son too. So that might not be a bad idea as well too. So but a lot of ideas with this, you guys, and I'm excited that we got to keep it. So anyways, you guys, get in the comments, let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You guys know what to do: like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, y'all. Mr. Griffin 23 in the building. I'm out. Deuces. Peace out.